Part 51. In this part, we're looking at another knife defense technique. As I explained in part 50, you can't learn stuff like this by looking at it a few times. I urge anyone who faces such a dangerous situation to get away and fast. Make sure you are a safe distance from anyone holding a knife that has bad intentions in mind. The attacker goes to stab me in my stomach. If I don't react correctly, that's the end. Here, I grab the inside of his wrist with my right hand and the outside of his arm with my left. At this point, we need to lift their arm to step and turn under the arm to the side of them. My left hand is used to bend the elbow to the desired angle, and my right is used to return the knife to the attacker. Such a movement only has one outcome or end result. Let's see that again in more detail. The attacker's arm extends out while his other retracts. He thrusts the knife towards my abdomen. It is vital at this point to react calmly so that their speed can be matched. If the speed is not matched, the chances the knife will get me are very high. This is why particular attention must be paid to our awareness and reaction times. To avoid the knife, I use my right hand to catch the inside of his wrist. While I do this, I hollow my abdomen and move it out of the way. My left hand braces the outside of his arm just in front of the elbow. If you were to brace it past the elbow joint, this will not work. He will undoubtedly struggle and regain control of himself. Because of the angles I'm working at, if a struggle occurred here, my throat could be in the path of the knife. Here, I turn into the arm and raise his arm. Notice his arm has not retracted yet. This is the key to doing this successfully. It must be done smoothly and without pause. If any pause happens, he will quickly regain control of himself and lash out with the knife in a frenzied attack. As you see here, the arm and knife are above my head. As this happens, my left arm is moved from the outside of his arm to the inside of his elbow without letting go. My hand is on the inside of his elbow joint. My right hand has repositioned his hand and the direction of the knife. My body is now beside him. This must also be done perfectly and in time, or there won't be enough space to save myself when I give the knife back. The distance from myself to the attacker will be increased, and if the knife is passed back in this way, his body will bend forward and fall into me. His head could make contact with mine if the attacker is taller. In every case, it's not a good idea to get this wrong. At this stage, I pull the elbow joint as I lower it to the required height. I cut into it with my wrist just under my thumb to fold his arm. As I do this, I give the knife back to the attacker. The required angle is determined by the position of their arm and how the tendons are released. In this, I decided to aim lower to show you what is possible. If I were to pull his arm back after it was received by him, it could cut off his, well, I'll leave that additional thought with you. If you enjoy this video, please click the like button, consider subscribing, leave a comment, And if you know someone that can find this useful, please share it with them. Until next time, dancing is the essence of free motion. It brings harmony into our lives and displays our true self to others.